Behaving like a thief, and you stole the crown. Your lies keep piling up, and we watch them weigh you down. The fair agree that you stole, they run the whole fucking show. But we are not afraid, and we will not let go. The bigots rise, and you fan the flames. You build an empire of fear and pain. You're hand in hand with the billionaire scum, selling out this country while you play dumb. Burn it all down! Tear the walls apart! We will not bow! We will not lose heart! We will put an end to the hate! We will put an end to your lies! We will stand side by side! And we will rise! You think these cages are built for the poor and for the weak, for the families torn apart while you laugh and tweet? Look at the puppets dance to the corporate sound, but we are still here and we will stand our ground! There's blood on your hands! We have seen the truth erased! You put the profits first! Instead of the people you've displaced. History is watching, and it won't soon forget. It may not be you this time, but you could soon be next. Burn it all down, tear the walls apart. We will not bow, we will not lose heart. We will put an end to the hate, we will put an end to your lies. We will stand side by side, and we will rise! Rise! Burn it all down! Tear it all apart! Burn it all down! Tear it all apart! Burn it all down! Tear it all apart! Lies on the screen from the deadline machine! Burn it all down! They killed the American dream! Go blame an escalator, a tower built on decay. Smiling like a tyrant while the world fades away. Fear and hate is the name of your game. Divide the people and shift all the blame. The truth is dead, you sold them for fame. History won't forget your name. Fake empire, built on greed. Fascist clown, watch it bleed! Break the chains! Fight the fire! Dethrone the king! Take it higher! Broken to cases! You've got blood on your hands! Worship the dollar while you ignore our demands! We storm the gates! Our rage is fueled by your lies! We will sit back and watch as your empire crumbles and dies! Fear and hate is the name of your game! Divide the people and shift all the blame! The truth is dead, you sold them for fame! History won't forget! Nay, nay! Fake empire! Built on greed! Fascist clown! Watch it bleed! Break the chains! Fight the fire! Dethrone the king! Take it higher! You build walls! We break them down! You spread lies! We burn this town! You breathe fear! We fight back! Black Empire going down. No more kings for the crown. Justice call. Hear the sound. Rise up now and stand your ground. All out. Promises break! Promises break! On a gilded stage, dividing the people, fueling the rage. Walls built high, but compassion's low. Truth buried deep beneath the show. No more lies, no more deceit. We will bow down, we will retreat. Voices loud, we stand as one. The fight's not over, it's just begun. It's just begun. Families torn at the borderline. Justice denied, time after time. Prophet's soul on the planet burns. When will we learn? When will we learn? No more lies, no more deceit. We will bow down, we will retreat. Voices loud, we stand as one. The fight's not over, it's just begun. It's just begun. It's just begun. Resist the power and break the chain. Rise above all this hate and this pain. Together we're strong, we won't divide. In our unity we will find our pride. The fight's not over, it's just begun. 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 The fight's not over! Whispers turn to battle cries. The truth is dead, been fed to lies. They sell us lies in the name of peace. What justice rots beneath the leash. They write the laws just to serve the few. We bleed beneath the red, white, and blue. But freedom's fire still burns inside, where truth and treason often collide. So raise your voice and raise your fist. We are the storm that they can't dismiss. No more kings and no more crowns. We are the ones who will burn it down. The tree of liberty must feed on the patriots who dare to bleed. The tyrants tremble when freedom rings. We are the roots and we will bring the thunder rolling through the land. With fire in our hearts and blood on our hands. No peace without the will to fight. No dawn without a rebel night. The ballot's a joke and the court's offline. And American justice lags a decade behind. So strike the drum and light the flame. Each beaten soul will rise again. The people's wrath is a sacred flood. The soil drinks deep the martyr's blood. So raise your voice and raise your fist. We are the storm that they can't dismiss. No more kings and no more crowns. We are the ones who will burn it down. The tree of liberty must feed on the patriots who dare to bleed. The tyrants tremble when freedom rings. We are the roots and we will bring the thunder rolling through the land. With fire in our hearts and blood on our hands. Not for glory, not for gold, but for the stories that were never told. For every voice that they tried to drown, we will plant the flag and hold our ground. So raise your voice and raise your fist. We are the storm that they can't resist. No more kings and no more crowns. We are the ones who will burn it down. The tree of liberty must grow with the blood that only the brave know. And if we should fall, then we fall as one beneath the rising blood-red sun. The tyrants will fall and the people will rise, because freedom never truly dies. They build their towers in the sky, hoarding wealth while the workers die. Billionaires with blood-stained hands, trampling lives to expand their brand. They say they earned it, they say it's fair, but they only take while we despair. Their pockets are fat and their hearts are cold. Working ourselves to death makes them more bold. But now the time has come for the people to rise up. We will never bow, we will never kneel. We see our lives and we know the deal. You hoard the wealth, you crush the poor. We're coming for you, you capitalist whore. This land is your land, this land is my land. We will fight side by side and hand in hand. The system is rigged, it's all just a game. The rich pull the strings, the poor take the blame. Wealth hoarders live in mansions, the people live in shame. The billionaires don't care, they cash in on our pay. Luxury is a cage that's been built on the backs of the common workers that they keep under attack. But we the people, we've had it rough. Their empire is fragile, we've had enough. And now the time has come for the people to rise up. We will never bow, we will never kneel. We see our lives and we know the deal. You hoard the wealth, you crush the poor. We're coming for you, you only got harm. This land is your land, this land is my land. We will fight side by side and hand in hand. No more silence, no more living in fear, no more being divided, no more broken man's tears. Don't try to keep us down. You are not our king. In every city and every town, let motherfucking freedom ring. Because the time has come for the people to rise up. We will never bow, we will never kneel. We see your lies and we know the deal. You hoard your wealth, you crush the poor. We're coming for you, you capitalist whore. This land is your land, this land is my land. We will fight side by side and hand in hand. It's better to die standing on your feet than living a lie down on your knees. It's better to die standing on your feet than living a lie down on your knees. We signed up to fight for freedom, not to be the boots on the necks of Americans. You used us, you lied to us, and now we're coming to square the account. Get fucked and die mad about it! Admin Tip 360, bitch! We wear the scars, we bear the pain. We watch the said that we fought for liberty, but we came home to fight hypocrisy. You turned a rifle around our peace. You crushed dissent, you unleashed police. You sent us in just to guard your throne. You turned the streets into a combat zone. No one wants to know. Not in this fight, we are alive. Whether it's day or night, no one wants to know. This ain't no game. There is only one true, we are the same. You armored up and sent the troops to beat down kids and protest groups to guard the banks, protect the suits so that they can't keep us under their boots. You wave the flag like it's a threat, but we remember every single bet that you left to rot, alone and discarded, while CEOs got golden parachute parties. Anyone walks alone, not in this fight, we are the line. Whether it's day or night, no one walks alone. This ain't no game. There is only one true, we are the same. To every citizen still asleep, wake the fuck up! To my fellow veterans, remember your oath! Our freedom is dying right beneath our eyes! The people in charge tell us nothing but lies. The common people starve while billionaires see, and we're the ones tossed out in the street. Let's eat the rich, let's make them pay their share. Paying their taxes is a burden they can bear. Make billionaires right again! Not in this fight, we are the line. Whether it's day or night, no one walks alone. This ain't no game. There is only one true, we are the same. No one walks alone. Not in this fight, we are the line. Whether it's day or night, no one walks alone. This ain't no game. There is only one true, we are the same. No one walks alone. I got something for you. Hang on to your asses. Golden towers, velvet ropes, behind the mask, a vulture chokes, power suits and dirty hands, wag the dog in desert sands, victims screaming into voids while kings play gods with broken toys, airbrush lies on every screen. What the hell does justice mean? Lock room, VIP, predator in a crowd walking free, blood on the floor, hurt trooping chains. How many more gotta scream in vain? You built your throne on broken laws. Now you're scared, you know what you saw. Silence bought with piles of cash. Erase the files, burn the trash. Martial law for damage control. Draft the poor to hide your soul. Wanna light the world on fire just to dodge the light trip wire. History is a loaded gun. Tick, 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 you better run. Lock room, VIP, predator in a crowd walking free. Blood on the floor, hurt trooping chains. How many more gotta scream in vain? Your kingdom stinks with every name. You'll kill us all to dodge the blame. This ain't conspiracy, it's confession. Hidden in plain sight for suppression. You laugh while the system bleeds, but the streets remember what you need. Close, there's a cry. You just spare the time when the lights come by and your ass is mine. Locked room, VIP. No more secrets, no more canes. Dragged across your marble floor. Truth is kicking down your door. I said I'm young and believe the vow. Stars and stripes, I wear them now. Trained to fight and trained to lead. Wore the flag like it was all I need. I went to war, that was my goal. Buried brothers filling bullet holes. Did what I had to cause that was the cost. I came home proud but broken and lost. The other party used me and threw me away. Now I see through the games they play. They wrapped their lives in red, white, blue, but the blood on my hands was never for you. It was never for you. They said freedom, they said truth, but fed me hate since I was a youth. Republican dreams, conservative pride, just uniforms for the greed they hide. Where were they when the VA failed? When my friends came home and we all derailed? Where were they when we screamed in pain? Too busy chasing power and gain. All the party used me and threw me away. Now I see through the games they play. You bring support to wave your flags while you turn your backs on body bags. Don't turn your back on the fallen. You say that I betrayed you. I bled for this country. What did you ever do? You cheered for war. Then you ran from the wounded. I see who the traitors really are now! I gave my all, you gave me lies. Soldiers die while your empire thrives. Call me woke, call me lost. You never paid the fucking cost. And the party used me and threw me away. But I won't be silent one more day. I fight again, not for your pride, but for every soul you left behind. The party used me and threw me away. But I won't be silent one more day. Justice ain't red, justice ain't blue. It's the truth, and it's coming for you! Marching down the street with your MAGA flags, being serpents' lies while you're waving that rag, screaming freedom while you chain the weak. It makes me sick every time you speak. Beneath your cross, beyond your screen, you sold your soul for a fascist dream. Keyboard warrior that don't know pain, a cultist clown whose leader's insane. You are a king, not a constitution. You crave control, not a revolution. But you lick the boots, you're a rich man's pawn. You say you're free, but your freedom's gone. You're not with us, you're a fucking disease. You live in fear, spend life on your knees. Try to own the limbs, but you just don't regret. You fake your fate, now you choke on the dead. The party of law and order, but you storm the hill. You back the blue except when you're out to kill. You wave a gun in your neighbor's face. Fake ass patriot, you're a fucking disgrace. History watch while you took your stand. We saw what you did all across this land. American patriots don't kneel to a king. You're a fucking simp sucking that cinnamon ring. You are a king, not a constitution. You crave control, not a revolution, but you lick the boots. You're a rich man's pawn. You say you're free, but your freedom's gone. You're not with us. You're a fucking disease. You live in fear. Spend life on your knees, trying to own the limbs, but you just don't regret. You faked your fate, now you choke on the dead. You traded your hood for a MAGA hat. The mark of the beast, you believe in that? You don't believe the words that you shout. You chant just to drown out the doubt. You were born to lose and you still started this game. The fire is coming and we are the flame. We're gonna tear it down, bury it 6 foot deep, and we'll never forget that you're a shit. You are a king, not a constitution. You crave control, not a revolution, but you lick the boots. You're a rich man's pawn. You say you're free, but your freedom's gone. You're not with us. You're a fucking disease. You live in fear. Spend life on your knees, trying to own the limbs, but you just don't regret. You faked your fate, now you choke on the dead. One, 2, 3, 4, 26, 47. 1, 2. He wraps himself in red, white, blue, and lies. Makes NGOs and louder basses boast. He stokes the fire, civil reason dies, and feeds the walls of anti-loyal hoes. He plays the strong and black as foreign ghosts. The sirens feast and dead freedom for down. His throne is built on smoking shit posts. He sold us out to buy a gilded crown. Lady liberty, let truth come down. Expose the rapists who tried to drag you down. Let history brand and not with any renown. He sold us out to buy a gilded crown. He scores people who bled for law and land, and praises the mob that stormed the sacred floor. A coward's grin, a scepter in his hand. He accuses chaos, shatters every door. His pledges rot the meaning nevermore. He traded the truth of treason, gained renown, and still he begs for power, blood, and war. He sold us out to buy a gilded crown. Oh, lady liberty, let truth come down. Expose the rapists who tried to drag you down. Let history brand him, not with any renown. He sold us out to buy a gilded crown. He turns his back while tyrannies grow bold. He whispers secrets where the hawk should warn. And all for what? Some towers fake in gold. A name embalmed in scandal, loud and worn. No honor here, just falling to be mourned. A fraud and silk, a jester in a gown. The gospel's house, a shame we won't adorn. He sold us out to buy a gilded crown. Lady liberty, let truth come down. Expose the rapists who tried to drag you down. Let history brand and not with any renown. He sold us out to buy a gilded crown. Oh, Lady Liberty, we let you down. Oh, Lady Liberty, we let you down.
Now it's time for the throw punch!
Oh, I couldn't hear anything. Sorry.
How about now? Can you hear me now?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I have an audio multiplexer for when I like plug in my bass or my guitar or drums or whatever. So if I don't turn that on, because this is what I sing through, it doesn't work. So that was my bad. Anyway, I was saying, what's up? It's been a slow news day. Anything good happened today? But that effect is I blew that. So anyway, Admin Jen, great to see you again.
Good to see
And
y'all.
our guest Nicole, thank you for giving us time out of your busy schedule. I know you're running a campaign and you have all this precious time that is no longer visible, and you chose to spend an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours, whatever, with us. So thank you.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me.
So for those of you that have never seen Sons of Liberty before, I'm Big Sarge or Admin Tim, depending on whether or not I'm on Facebook or in your bedroom. And this is Admin Jen. She's one of our admins, and our guest, Nicole. One of these windows, I don't know, it's mirrored, so I don't know. Anyway, Nicole, tell us about yourself, because who knows better about Nicole than Nicole?
Yeah, so I'm an attorney. I live in Miami. I'm running for Congress, and I'm not a career politician. I was not planning to run for Congress. I was not planning to run for office at all. This was not in the plan. When Renee Good was murdered, I went down to the ICE offices in Miami, and I expected that there would be a bunch of people there protesting, and I was the only one. I was literally the only one. And so I was like, okay, I should probably do something besides just scream into the void. So I looked around at ways I could get involved, and turns out the biggest problem in Florida 26 is the incumbent Mario Diaz-Balart. He's been in Congress for over 20 years. He's a MAGA, Trumper, and he's Fidel Castro's nephew, warmongering for war with Cuba. So I figured I would step up and solve this problem. And
Okay.
I'm really glad that I did, because I am now the Democratic nominee for this district. Nobody else qualified. So we were looking around. My husband is the director of software engineering at the Miami Dolphins, and he's a data guy. And we were like looking at this, and we were gerrymandered into Florida 26, which is a Democratic district or Republican district in Miami. And so I thought, what better way to make them pay for gerrymandering than to kick his ass?
I love it. So
Yeah.
Nobody else showed up. It was literally just you that decided to run.
Yeah, well, there was one other Democrat in the race, but when we had looked in January, she had been kind of running for a little bit and didn't seem like she was going to meet the qualifying deadline. So she didn't qualify, but there is a non-party affiliate person that filed the day before qualifying, and so there's 3 people in the race, but we're ready to win. We're going to do what it takes.
Sounds like you're going to,
yeah,
from what I've read. So that's really exciting. And your district goes all the way to Collier County, is that right?
It did. So when they did the illegal and unconstitutional dummy mander, they actually cut out Collier County from 26. They took out that Republican stronghold of like 70 or 80,000 Republican voters and put in the Democrats of Southwest Broward to try to, stifle those Democrats' votes. So they basically swapped out the same amount of Republicans and swapped in Democrats. So they're gonna regret that.
Yeah, I certainly hope so. I'm all the way up in Hillsborough County, so I'm a Tampa
Okay.
Tampa girl, a little bit north of you guys by about, what is it, 5 hours by car, something like that?
Yeah, well, if you want to just move down here and vote,
Hey, I would love to. I would love to. I was really excited. I'm super excited to see people like yourself running. It's something we need desperately in Florida. We were Democratic for so many years, and they've taken over like termites.
Yeah, it's an all hands on deck moment. So definitely had to do more than just donate to campaigns and scream at the internet,
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I was really impressed. I was reading over your website and everything, and I was quite impressed with a lot of the take that you had. And I work in healthcare, so a lot of the things that you were saying on the healthcare front was really meant something to me, as far as how you would like to go ahead and I eventually end up with like a Medicare for all program.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And, that's one thing that is really important to me because my brother, Greg, he had Marfan syndrome, which is a connective tissue disorder. It can affect different areas of your body, but for him, it primarily affected his heart, and it was a pre-existing condition until the ACA was passed. So that he had a bunch of health complications when he was in high school that we had to get a sponsorship so that he could get surgery at Shriners Hospital in Kansas City because no doctor would do the surgery without insurance. And it was a pre-existing condition. And so he, finally when the ACA passed, he was able to get quality healthcare. And then he struggled with his disease and passed away in 2023 at the age of 37, leaving behind a wife and 4 kids. And he's in that, age of able-bodied Medicaid, you shouldn't be on Medicaid, that whole thing. He was a pilot and he couldn't fly anymore once he got diagnosed. And so he was basically just trying to get a job that would give him health care. And the only job he could get, because he's from the middle of nowhere in Oklahoma, is a long haul truck driver. So the last 2 years of his life, he was spending 3 weeks away from home at a time, being home for 1 or 2 days. And his kids were, 15, 12, 3 and 2. And so he, instead of staying home, being with his family, getting better, healing, working on his health and focusing on his health, he had to spend the last 2 years of his life away from his family. And then, the only reason he was doing that was because he couldn't bear the thought of leaving them with crippling medical debt. So he was in the ICU for 10 days and got $1 million medical bill. So, it's just so that's, and everybody wants to act like it can't be done, but everybody else does it. Every other wealthy country in this world figures it out. So we can treat our people better.
Yeah, it's way past time.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely. Especially trucking. That's really hard on your body. I work in an orthopedic specialty, so that's really hard on your body too,
Yeah, and that was the less stressful option.
Yeah. Except physically, it's really
yeah. So and he was getting, his doctors were like, you should really not be doing this. And he's like, well, I can't afford to see you if I don't have
right. What other option do you have?
Yeah, exactly. So and really the billionaires have all the money and all the wealth and they've been stealing from us. So it's time to tax them and pay for the things that we all deserve. It's not that complicated.
Right, for sure.
That's basically my platform.
It's a great platform.
Thank you.
I think
literally 2 minutes ago, I was surfing the news to see if there were any current events that might come up during the show, and I just now right at the start of the show, maybe 5 minutes before that, I saw an article from Wired about Peter Thiel's dialogue cult or whatever he's calling it. I think it was diagnostic dialogue, something dia something. And it's a bunch of oligarchs and some people in like Congress, some foreign, government officials, and all very wealthy people. And the NATO Supreme Allied Forces commander, they're all in this little group, and they all have these little get-togethers, like summits, on a place like Epstein Island, but not Epstein Island, and without the underage. I presume there are no underage people there, but these are all
Bold claim to make.
all very, very, very wealthy, very powerful, very connected people, and they have these classes, these courses on everything ranging from how to build a cult to sex. And I'm like, can we just fucking arrest everybody who has more than, I don't know, fucking $500 million, maybe even like $200 million. I don't know. And I don't know, like,
Yeah, they've
make
proved
them fight each other, and whoever wins. Yeah, no, make them. All right, you have to. Whoever doesn't donate the most amount of their wealth loses, and that person is going to fight to the death with tigers. I don't know. It's super obscene that we have more money than anybody concentrated in this country in the hands of like 10 people. And we can't afford, universal health care, single payer systems. We can't afford to lower the cost of college. People are being taxed to death. I saw a fucking article on the news yesterday from, I think it was in Florida. This little town basically drove this woman off of her property that she owned. They placed a lien on it because she didn't cut her grass. She's an elderly lady living by herself, and they basically just forced her off her land and then bulldozed her house. Now the city has this free property that's valued at like $150,000, but the Zillow listing is like $5,000. We have all of this. We just spent upwards of $40 billion bombing Iran. We've tanked the global economy. Gas prices are astronomical all over the world, and everybody hates us. And now we're giving them $300 billion, but we can't find money to do all these things. But you know who has money? Oligarchs.
Mm-hmm.
And when we used to tax them like 90% during the Gilded Age, then not only could they pay that tax, but they also, in order to keep people from lynching them and burning their houses down and beating the shit out of them, they engaged in philanthropic works. That's why there's like a library named after, Barrington, Remington, Chesterington the Third or whatever. I don't know. And now there's nothing. There's no Elon Musk library. There's no, I mean, there are Donald Trump things, but that's because he just goes in there and is like, this is mine now. I'm putting my name on it. And, that doesn't count.
There's no philanthropic aspect of Donald Trump.
Right.
Yeah. It's insane. They also want to pretend like they got all of this wealth from super hard work. And it's like, you got it from exploiting workers and taking corporate welfare and refusing to pay taxes. Like, if we could all do that, we'd be rich too. But we wouldn't, because we're decent people.
Right. We would never. God forbid people get paid a living wage.
I know.
You know what I wanted to ask you about was how are things going in your neck of the woods with the whole Cuba debacle?
It is.
It's crazy.
It's crazy. And we have Mario Diaz-Balart, the current congressman in this district, who is a Cuban American, who is trying to force Donald Trump into a war or to attack Cuba. Like, they're, of all of the options that are available to them, they are going to make the worst choice because they are the most criminally incompetent people. At this point, it doesn't matter if they're acting out of ill intent or they're just so bad at their job, because it's like, it's criminal either way. Like,
right. Yeah.
You should not be allowed to be this stupid on a national scale.
It's surprising to me that like the Cubans here in Tampa are all, the ones that I know, I shouldn't say all, but are basically cheering for Trump to take over Cuba. And I'm like, do you understand that you're going from the frying pan into the fire? Do you think that he's not going to exploit everyone and everything there? Do you not? It's just shocking to me how people.
Yeah, and I'm like, look at what Cuba is. Look at what's happening to Cuba. Like, we are marching down that same path as America. Like, pretty soon we're not going to have gas either.
Right, exactly.
I'd like to know how he stands to profit from that. Like, what is his stake in this?
Well, it could just be like Trump hotels in Gaza. I mean,
there's got to be a grift.
There's definitely a grift. I think that the people who were in power when they got ousted are mad. You know, I know that there's a bunch of oil companies that, you know, like got their refineries taken. So I'm sure that there's some motivation from those companies that want, you know, they want to recoup their investments. But I can't help but think if it's related to Trump, he wants to turn it into a strip mall that, you know, his pedophile friends can go hang out on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. It's one thing after the next. Just shocking to me.
It's very French Revolution vibes.
It is, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I just saw that in the comments a couple comments ago. It's something about the spirit of the French Revolution or something like that.
Let them eat cake.
Yeah. Is it considered terrorism to like just randomly erect guillotines in like in front of, you know, major corporate headquarters and the front gates of oligarch estates and things like that? Just you know, randomly show up. Oh, look, art installation project.
They brought a noose and a gallows. So I mean,
crazy.
So I was talking about that. It's the corner lot or whatever that was in, I think it was Florida, where they basically forced this woman out. In the Great Depression era, what they used to have were these things called penny auctions. And a penny auction, for those that don't know, is essentially where all of the fellow farmers, this guy, you know, like a bank would foreclose on your farm because it was the Great Depression. You had no money. Eggs cost like $800 because it wasn't worth the paper it was printed on. Stuff like that. So the bank would say, hey, we foreclosed on this property. And it was an opportunity for people who actually had money or could, you know, make a deal with the bank that they were going to go buy that farm, so that people were buying up all these farms and whatnot. And all the local farmers were like, no, you're not going to do that. So what they did was they all got together before the bank held the auction. And they said, all right, who's going to bid? You're going to pick one person, and that person's going to bid 1 penny, and nobody else is going to bid. And what they did was speaking of nooses, this is how I got on this. This is how my brain works. You said noose, and I'm like, oh, penny auctions. They would erect a gallows and a noose on the site of the auction. And so the bank would roll up with the cops and whoever else, and then everyone else would show up. One guy would bid 1 penny. And if anybody said so much as a word, if they looked like they were going to say anything, there'd be a farmer standing behind him, and he would like prod him with something very, very sharp. It's like, don't you bid on that. So they would buy these properties back for the person who was losing it, and then they just turn around and sell it back to him for 1 penny.
I actually learned about that like 2 days ago.
Oh, really?
Really?
Yeah.
Did you see the article too?
Probably.
I left the comment. That was a very angry comment about penny auctions.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely think that we need to start taking some stuff back from these insanely rich people. So.
Yeah.
Did you see which one was it? Bezos auction or interview about he was like, well, I don't think taxing us will help a teacher.
I saw that.
Yes.
I'm like, are you
nuts?
Are you?
He's wants us all to believe that math doesn't math.
No.
That dude
there's no math anymore.
That dude could pay the taxes on 80% of the people in the United States and still not lose a lot of money.
Crazy.
Yeah, the bottom 50% of Americans, which is, I think, an interesting way to say most of Americans, contribute the 3% of our total tax income. So, yeah, I think we should just eliminate income tax for people making under, I don't know, 200K. And we need to start talking about the tax at the other end, not like, oh, like, are we going to tax $8,000 out of this 70K and have a staff of the whole IRS? You know, like they need, instead of collecting taxes from 130 million Americans that are only going to pay $8,000, they need to take all of those resources and investigate all of these financial crimes. Because, I mean, the fact that we now have a trillionaire, quote unquote, on paper, and the IRS like spends all their time harassing small business owners, like they need something else to do with their time.
Yeah, most definitely.
Did anybody else read the business about it was an article that explained that the sale of SpaceX is actually being funded by taxpayers and retirement funds from people that don't have any idea that their money is being used to leverage the sale, because there's so much of it that they don't have the money, and it's somehow coming out of our pockets.
Yeah. So when SpaceX goes public, yeah, then the institutional investors are going to start buying it and putting it in your 401k. And I am a tech attorney from Silicon Valley, and I mean,
that's right.
This valuation is just trillions of lies. Like, there's no way. They're like, oh, the addressable market is all of space. Okay, well, you think this idiot's going to lead us there? No. like that's just because there's all of the space to be discovered doesn't mean that Elon Musk is going to lead the charge.
Right.
Also, like, we don't need to be going to Mars or having a space hotel. We need healthcare.
Right, right.
Yeah.
And not $8 gas or whatever it's going to be by the time we finish with the Iran oopsie-daisy.
That company's not even solvent, is it? I heard it's like losing money.
$5 billion a year. It's insane. I think they have like their satellites or Starlink, whatever is like decent, but I wouldn't pay trillions of dollars for a satellite company. I did see one of Musk's rockets explode over. I saw the pieces come down.
Wow.
Months ago.
I don't know how Texas puts up with him with all the pollution and things that he's putting off even. I mean, you would think those people would have strung him up by now, but I guess not.
Who's in charge of the government in Texas?
Yeah, but the government isn't. I mean, they act like though, they're so all about the land and all of those things, and then they just let everybody.
They're about the money that they can get off of the land.
That's true.
It. There's like Austin, and then there's like the rest of Texas, I think.
Yeah, you're right about that.
What's crazy is that the Meta data center that they're building is the equivalent of the energy consumption of London. So these private companies are carte blanche going around sucking up London-sized holes of energy, of resources. Yeah, we definitely need some people in the government that are willing to stand up for the people instead of taking money from these tech oligarchs, because yeah, it's not going to go well.
Yeah.
Or a purge, but the citizens versus the government. I feel like that would balance out. Like, you can avoid being targeted by the purge by doing right by the American people, and the American people get to vote on, and it's not going to be electoral college. It's literally just popular vote. And if they say you're out, we're coming for you. I feel like that's the only way. We are so far, like there's so many laws and regulations and whatnot. And apparently when you make a law, you can't just, the next guy can't just come in and be like, that law is stupid and I'm repealing it. No, you have to like write a law that overrides that law. And then some asshole is going to like slip in some kind of pork nonsense. So you're never going to truly do away with things. It's bizarre. Like we should just burn the whole thing down and start over. And this time when we rewrite the Constitution, rewrite the Constitution, we'll be like all men and women and non-binary people are created equal. That's what I think we should do.
All humans.
Yeah.
But I've also, you know, might be on the sauce a little bit, so I could just be talking pish.
I really think that we're in the phase of like we need a new Bill of Rights. Like that's, you know, when we get the House and we get the Senate, like we need this. I'm so glad that Trump is such a moron, because if someone who was eviler and smarter was in his position, like, you know, he's shown the light on some areas where we need to plug the holes. A stupider, a smarter person could have done much more damage, but like we don't need to understate the damage that he's done.
Yeah. By the way, like I'm taking notes, like I'm making little timestamps. Like after the live stream, it takes a while to process, but then it asks me if I want to upload any clips. And I can go through and be like, yeah, at about the 26-minute mark, we were talking about how stupid Trump is. And I'll just take like a minute of that. So if you see me like looking off, I have giant monitors. So I'm still looking at my monitor here. That's how crazy it is. So that's what that is. I'm not like ignoring you or, you know, surfing OnlyFans or whatever. It's just letting you know.
OnlyFans.
Yeah. I don't know. It was the first thing I got. Facebook is like lame. So
that's
anyway,
that's the natural next step, obviously.
Yeah. You know, I don't be checking Gmail.
I was just thinking, like, I'm surprised that we don't have to explain Big Sarge to you, but then I remembered that your husband's military. So this all probably makes a lot of sense. All the cussing and the cocktail.
Oh, no, this is how I live my life. I'm really struggling. Like, you know, I obviously want to appear nice, and I'm thinking about all the things that you think as a woman, like don't be too angry, don't be too this or that, and you know, like I'm a nice person, but I'm like I'm very no nonsense about things, and so yeah, I'm like, you know, on interviews, I'm like, oh, nice to be here. This shit sucks. Like,
we like that.
We're not those type of people, so you can cut loose. If you need to say the F fuck word, then you can go ahead and say the F fuck word.
Yeah, well, I fucking will.
There we go.
Yes.
Got him.
I know people apologize to me, and I'm like, no, it's like. I was super
like when we don't have to explain it.
I saw a poll that was like, oh, people actually hate when politicians don't swear. I'm like, great, because this would be a problem for me.
I'm in.
Yeah. Like,
yeah. I mean, like, you know, we've heard Trump say grab him by the pussy and you know, recently drop an F-bomb. So I don't care about anybody else pearl clutching. Oh, the profanity. Yeah, you know what? Fucking some people voted for that shit. So deal with it.
For real.
Yeah, it's it's the least of their concerns. They're like, oh, you got to turn down the rhetoric. Well, maybe you stop starting wars.
Maybe we need to turn up the rhetoric on our side.
Yeah.
I think that's
the problem.
I'll turn down the rhetoric when you turn down the reasons for needing that rhetoric. That's my response to that.
Oh God.
We're not in times where we are sitting calmly.
People are talking about Vance, and I'm sitting here going, oh, please. I mean, as much as I want Trump to, I don't know how much I want Vance, agreed. He cannot pull a crowd, but still, scary thought. Because they are smarter, the people on his side.
And he's bankrolled by Peter Thiel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who was just in the news.
For moving to Argentina?
And his weird cult of powerful, like, what is that the conspiracy theory? It was like the Illuminati or something, or the Rothschild organization or some shit. Yeah. Yeah. I wonder how many of those dudes are in there. So you were talking about the new Bill of Rights, and I wanted to kind of circle back to that. You mentioned like when there's, a blue majority in the House and the Senate. One thing that constantly frustrates us, and I mean us, like just voters in general on the left, is the absolute fecklessness of some establishment Democrats. Like, when they have a supermajority, they need to weaponize it and just be like, you know what? We don't care about anything y'all clowns have to say. You can cry about it and die mad about it because you had your chance and you blew it, and just start ramrodding through everything. But it can't just be a return to the status quo. It's literally got to be.
No, yeah, we've got
there and beyond.
My husband is a military kid, was born in Germany, lived there for 10 years. Obviously Germany overcorrected. I don't think they did though, because they had to go to like denazification camps and all of these things. I definitely think we need something similar with MAGA. And I like whatever we did after the Civil War was not enough. Like it was still lurking there under the, under the surface. So
this is my favorite topic.
We're not like, oh, we're going to forget about whatever happened and move all together. No, like if you're protecting pedophiles and going to prison, that's how it works.
Yeah.
And that's putting it mildly.
Yeah. I mean, you can show up with a guillotine.
I feel like, okay, so we send pedophiles to prison. And I don't want to advocate for like, sexual assault of prisoners or whatever. But I do think that we could advocate for, say, filling up the commissary of a guy. So, like you don't have to pay millions of dollars for an execution. You could literally just say, hey, you know what? I realize that you're in here for life, and we'll take care of your commissary on a monthly basis. You just.
What you're saying is turnabout is fair play. I mean, that.
Yeah. I mean, make the system work for us.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't have to be, we can get rid of private prisons, and we'll just say, you know what? We'll bankroll your commissary for any lifelong felon that's going to be in there until they die. You go ahead. That guy's in the Epstein files. He diddled young girls or boys. I don't know.
As a sexual assault survivor, I would say I'm not against it. That's what.
Yeah, that's what we got. It. Like, okay, you could do anything you want except anything goes. You stick him with a toothbrush in the neck or something. I don't care. However, you got to get rid of him. Just none of that.
This is how we'll have Nicole go viral when she says, yes, we should do that.
Oh my God.
We're all like, okay.
It's not an ambush. You could just be like, that's certainly a plan. And then not committed.
I'm going to get a knock on my door. They're like,
ma'am.
Ma'am.
I have been saying wild shit for 2 years. And so far, the only thing that has happened to me is I went to a Donald Trump rally in Rocky Mount, and they recognized me and wouldn't let me in. That's it.
Oh, that's right.
Anybody knock on my door. And I'm in my head every morning. I wake up, I start work, I work from home, and I'm rehearsing in my head. Okay, I'm looking at Sons of Liberty content, like, because stuff happens overnight, and I go through all the comments, and I'm like, okay, and then I'm planning out what's my next video going to be. But then also, like, somewhere in the back of my mind, I'm like, okay, if anybody knocks on the door because of what you're writing right now, this is what you got to say. Just keep that in. I have to keep reminding myself. So I feel like you being on the live stream one time probably isn't going to, you might have like one or two voters that see it and are like, oh, I thought she was a nice young Christian lady that didn't, why is she associating with those people?
Those darn veterans.
Yeah. If somebody knocks on my door, it's not going to go the way they think. Like, that's what I told my husband. I was like, there's no way that somebody masked coming up here that doesn't identify themselves is going to leave with me alive. Like, that's not happening.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah. I think my plan at this point is just going to be like, I'm not even going to open the door. I'm just going to kind of lean out. I have like a bay window right by the door. So I'm just going to lean out and be like, I don't want any, whatever it is you're selling, and I don't answer questions. So fuck off. And that's it. I'm just going to repeat that over and over again.
Yeah.
I think that,
but we're gonna win in Florida, and we're gonna flip the seat. They don't see it coming. I mean, I think they do. Actually, they're scared, but
yeah. Look at all the stuff they're pulling now. They must be scared.
Yeah, and we went to a labor union event, and we were hearing that, this guy's crawling out of the woodwork after 10 years. Haven't heard from him. Oh, we should, hang out. Well,
I'm not surprised by that.
Have you had any help from the Democratic Party at all?
Yeah, actually, we have a national campaign strategist who kind of, he specializes in grassroots campaigns, first-time candidates, specifically like flipping seats. So, he kind of was like, oh, you're not super involved with the Democrat, because I wasn't. Like, I donate to campaigns. I'm very active. I'm getting all the texts. But, I'm just like doing my job, living my life. And it's it is crazy. Like so the Democratic Party, my campaign advisor was, saying, oh, they might not, be supportive or like you because you're not enmeshed, but the reception has been great. They're like, oh, thank you so much. We appreciate you running, because it's hard to get somebody to want to do it. And really before the illegal gerrymandering, it was one of the most red districts in the country. And it also has one of the lowest voter turnouts in the country. So, they're very excited. I mean, I'm always willing. I'm always open for more help, and especially in the form of money. But they've so far been really, really helpful, and like very happy that people are stepping up and doing things without them having to like go and find you and vet you. And
Right.
Yeah, but my husband and I were just looking at this, and we're like, I don't think there's not going to even be a Democrat in this race. So the last thing I wanted to do is let this guy win by default. Like, we're going to elevate the conversation. I don't think he's run a real campaign and like ever. Like he's had at least 5 elections in the last like 10 years where he hasn't even, nobody has even really run against him, or they've put their name on the ballot and not fundraised or really campaigned. So, yeah, I think, he'll get his $1 million check from AIPAC, but that's not going to matter.
Yeah, I hope it does.
So I mentioned on our social media post that you don't take IPAC money, and also there's a section of your website, like a whole page devoted to like shit talking IPAC. So for everybody watching, just to let you know, there's no IPAC money. What areas are encompassed in Florida 26? Can you give us an idea of like what that area is?
Yeah, so it is parts of Miami-Dade and Broward County. In Miami, it is Hialeah, Doral, Miami Lakes, Pembroke Pines, parts of Pembroke Pines. That was part that was like gerrymandered in. That used to be Debbie Wasserman, part of the district that Debbie Wasserman Schultz represented. Pembroke, Miramar is predominantly Democratic. Miami Lakes, that whole kind of area from Doral and Hialeah, basically West Miami, kind of.
Okay.
We have some people in here asking, so we just
Yeah.
want to let them know in case you guys want to volunteer.
Yes.
Yeah.
We are in the process of, we're hopefully in the next week, we'll have a official campaign headquarters. Right now we're just in my home office. And then from there, we're going to work really closely with like the Broward County Dems, the Miami-Dade Dems, the DEC, and just really focus on, you know, making sure that everybody knows that they need to register. They need to update their voter registration, you know, because Florida's on some fuck shit. Like
They really are.
they're trying to, you
They're
know,
on some meth made out of Florida man parts.
I know this is like the Florida man of all Florida man things when it comes to, like, whenever I was filing my paperwork, they were like, you might want to drive it to Tallahassee because the people just don't check the mail unless you FedEx it and get, like, I was like, okay, well, I'll do that like 2 weeks in advance, and so that I know, because I'm not going to drive 6 hours to Tallahassee. But they're basically like, they will literally try anything to make it hard, and you have to get all of your signatures, if you qualify by signatures, on physical pieces of paper. So it's just it's a real fun time down here in Florida.
It's wild. I mean, it's like every time I turn around, I'm going onto my superintendent's site, just double checking, just triple checking, just like I'm still there, right? I still exist on the voter rolls. I mean, you never know around
You
here.
never
It's
know.
crazy. Florida's wild.
It's good to check.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it absolutely is. Yeah, that trip to Tallahassee was a lot. And my husband did it for many, many years. He worked for the Florida State Senate and then the House. And that trip to Tallahassee is something else, that drive.
Yeah, I was like, I will FedEx it, and
Yeah, all the things.
yeah.
Do you need to walk it up there? Because if so, I better leave now.
I know. So we got it under control. But yeah, it'll be an exciting race for sure. I think that there's you know, I think they're expecting a fight and they're gonna get one.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Good.
I'm full of
Like I
praise.
said, I'm excited. I'm excited to see people like yourself running. It's really, yes, Tom Petty's from Florida, Gainesville, what we like to call Titletown here in Florida, Jason, just so you know. We were driving through Gainesville the other day, and I looked over at my husband, and he's a Gator, and I was like, are we in Titletown yet? Yeah, we're up there. We love our Gainesville.
I went to don't hold this against me. I went to undergrad at the University of Oklahoma, so I feel some type of way about.
It's okay. It's all right. I'm a Buckeye, so you know.
Yeah,
I just humor him, you know.
Yeah. I'm now a fully, like, I used to be a very, very serious college football fan, and I met my husband in a Miami Dolphins bar in San Francisco, and ever since then I've had to transition to Dolphins football because I simply cannot have a Friday, a Saturday, and a Sunday like all day.
Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah, and we take it very seriously down here in the South.
Yeah.
I mean, college football is no joke.
Yeah, and I was very invested, but you know, the OU's like been doing some things that have made it easy to, you know, be less proud of them. So.
Yeah. What do you think of the IHIP girls? Since I got to ask the last person, I
freaking love them.
I'm
I'm
so
obsessed with them.
excited
If you're listening, Jennifer Welch, if you're listening, please have me on. Like I'm like obsessed with her.
We did the same thing with our last guest. We had everybody go onto their page and just keep tagging and saying like, please have them on, please have them on.
Yes,
it was Eric Turwey? Was that his name? Turwey?
Yeah. Last week we had Eric Turwey on from Oklahoma's 2nd District, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Very energetic guy, very nice, very intelligent.
Another one like you going against the grain.
Are you part of the removal coalition? The impeachment coalition?
Is that an official thing?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
She's like, I am unofficially.
I will. Yeah, I'll be in it unofficially.
So the Courage Caucus is run by Citizens Impeachment. It's a group of candidates, not necessarily Democratic, but literally the sole membership requirement is to be willing to basically file articles of impeachment on day one.
Sign up.
Of
Yeah,
your-
I'm in. I'll be in. I'm for all of them. For all of them. Like Hegseth, gotta go. That moron. I mean, Pam Bondi's not in office anymore, but if she has some sort of position by the time they lose the House, she's gonna get impeached. She's definitely gonna get some charges.
I think she is essentially just waiting to die from cancer at this point. I'm not 100% sure.
I'm pretty sure we should make fun of that.
No.
Is she actually ill?
Yes, she has
Oh.
some type of cancer. I don't know what kind it is. But here's the thing. If she were not a heinous, evil fucking human being who was part of an administration that voted to defund cancer research, then I would have, I'm a cancer survivor, so I would have about that much sympathy. And I wouldn't make, jokes like what's eating you at Pam Bondi's expense. But, and I genuinely want to be a compassionate person. Like I have friends and family who voted for Trump that have fallen on hard times or have experienced like really tragic things in their life. And I don't say shit like, I'm not going to kick them when they're down because they're not part of the administration. Yeah, they voted for it, but they're not at the, fucking working the levers of the gears and the machines. She is. So fuck her. I hope cancer eats her ass and not in the good way that everybody else likes. I hope it is lingering. I hope it is painful. I hope it hurts so bad and that every day is agonizing for her. Fuck Pam Bondi. Cancer, yes. Bondi, bye.
Go cancer.
Fuck off, Pam Bondi. Yeah, I'm rooting for cancer on this one.
You're like Jenna.
Check on the cancer and make sure the cancer is okay because we need it to.
Honestly, like
things
somebody
along.
should check on it. She is so toxic.
Yeah.
She's and listen, karma's a bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she was like the face of the cover up. She was like Donald Trump, she was in it from like 2009. So
as the AG down there in
I mean,
land.
Protecting pedophiles for that long gives you cancer. I think that's the message.
Yeah. I'm okay with it, honestly. I mean, being a Floridian, none of us have any love for her dumbass at all.
And she's
just a terrible person.
So
and
embarrassing
always has been.
as an attorney. Like, I'm a first generation college graduate. My dad always said, like, oh, my daughter's a lawyer, but like a good one, like not the, because like his view of lawyers before I went to law school was like ambulance chasers or like whatever. And she really made it super embarrassing to be an attorney. Like, I mean, I thought Kim Kardashian trying to pass the bar was one thing. Like Pam Bondi
is worse.
Is out here like just making the case that like blonde women should not be allowed to speak.
Yeah.
Like you're doing us a disservice, ma'am.
Mm-hmm. It's funny. I was saying to my husband the other day, he's severe ADD, and I'm ADD, but he's out there, and he of course can't get his medication now. And I said, you know who you have to thank? You should write your friend Pam a letter and say, none of us can get medication down here anymore. Thanks a lot. If it was narcotics, it would be one thing, but
I have her personal email address.
Oh, good. Send it my way. I have a few things I'd like to say.
I can't. I really want to, but I can't.
If I just happen to see it over your shoulder, though.
Not because I don't believe in doxing. I do. I will dox Nazis all day long, just as fast as I will punch them. But there are other reasons that I can't go into that I'm not going to mention on a live stream because I don't want a verbal paper trail. If something were to go wrong and they were like, we need to look into this. And then here's me like, I got it.
It can't be you. It can't trace back to you.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm
it
sure
can't.
it's like
It's not a good idea.
Bondi at imabitch.com, right?
No, it's one of those generic domains.
It's at satansbutthole.com.
Is there a Pam Bondi domain name available?
Ooh, that's not a bad idea. We like to do that.
Yeah.
You know what I would do? I would subscribe to like every single hemorrhoid ointment samples list. I would sign her up for every terrible thing I could think of if I had her email. It would not be good. It would not be good.
And for the briefest of moments, I definitely thought about it. And then I was like, I gotta put a roof over my head. Yeah. I can't.
There you go.
That pesky having to live thing
sucks.
Yeah.
Really cramps my style.
I know. I feel that way these days, though. I'm like, oh my God, I got to keep doing this.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, and I do feel for you. I said to somebody else, like, I remember what doing, campaign season, the run up to the primary was like, and it's working, sometimes 90 hours a week, and it's really, really tough work. You're constantly going. So I feel for you, definitely.
Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was going to say people are listing Pam Bondi's possible emails in the comment section.
Love it.
Are you talking, Sarge? I can't hear you.
Yeah,
Whenever
sorry.
I couldn't hear him at first, I panicked because I have a new mic that
We're like, is it me?
I was like, is it me?
Oh yeah, is that a Mayono? I think I saw the little glowing ring around it.
What's that?
On mine?
Yeah, your mic.
Sure. I don't know.
Oh yeah, okay, not the same one. I don't even remember what I was saying. It was something like, oh, yeah, it had something to do with the fact that like this doesn't pay my bills. Like it doesn't even come close. It doesn't even pay like the smallest bill that I have. So I have to continue working like 2 jobs. So that one of those going away would be very, very bad. So
you have to be careful.
Isn't that freaking insane? Like I saw an article that said that the average couple has to make $400,000 to be able to afford childcare.
Yeah,
that's mind-blowing.
So that's why I'm like, we need to stop talking about like the income, below a certain threshold and just start like, we need to be taxing these people because it's like I think the 100K in the 80s is like 380 or something now.
That's crazy.
My wife works for the county 911, so she's a government employee making okay-ish money, and often picks up shifts because they still pay hourly or whatever, so you get overtime and whatnot. And between her job and mine is plus like the $7 a month from selling t-shirts and whatnot, we don't have kids at home. It's like she's 50, I'm almost 50. There's no way that we would make it without doing all of this. It's fucking bizarre.
Yeah. And like if you don't have a job that provides you healthcare, that's like what, $2-3 grand a month, and then doesn't even cover anything.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I was going to say that reminded me to ask you about the homeowners insurance crisis down here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I've had 3 insurance companies in the last 6 months. I've gotten dropped by each and every one of them. And then finally, I just ran out of insurance companies. So now we're just completely uninsured. And it's wild to me that the state of Florida has done basically nothing about that.
Made it worse.
It's unbelievable.
And I saw that the denial rates, like 46% of claims in Florida get denied. And it's just insane. Like, so, I mean, we need an administration that acknowledges that climate change is real, because that, like it's going to get worse. It's exponentially going to get worse. We're all going to be, watching people experience these climate disasters, and then we're going to be in one. Like that's how it's going to go. And we have to stop allowing private companies to just loot us. Like before the 1970s, healthcare was not for profit. Like, you couldn't make money off of people getting sick. Now it's, the Fortune 10 companies, like 4 of them are healthcare companies. They're making record profits, paying their CEOs on an average of $19 million a year. It's insane.
What is happening?
And so same thing with the housing insurance, like, we have to get real about the fact that climate change is going to get worse. Like, these disasters are going to become more numerous and more severe. And we need I think we need a national pool to minimize the losses from the places that have, because if you're just insuring in Florida and then there's a hurricane and your insurance company goes out of business, like, that shouldn't be your cross to bear. Like,
right.
And I think that's like the U.S. economy in a nutshell, is like, everybody that this government is supposed to work for is basically getting robbed and then getting, their stuff like sold back to them.
It's crazy. I just feel like every time I turn around, if I didn't inherit my house, I wouldn't be able to live here. I really would. I mean, that's what they're doing. They're making it so that no one can afford, all of us blue collar people. We're not going to be here to support your luscious life anymore. Your luxuriousness. Yeah. We're not going to be here to do it. I mean,
and that's like part of the really sinister thing with AI is like, they want to replace all these jobs with AI, but what they're actually doing is stealing knowledge, skills, labor from the people that are putting things out into the world that it can read, and then they're going to sell it back to you and then eliminate your job
on a subscription nonetheless.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But the housing is, I mean, we live in a condo, and it was crazy for us because we got the benefit of being able to get a loan through Navy Federal because my husband's family is military, and we didn't have a 20% down payment, and so luckily with Navy Federal, you don't have to pay that private mortgage insurance or whatever if you're below but it's like, my husband and I both work, we don't have kids, we make good money, and it's still like, oh, we can't afford to buy a house unless we put 4% down and we find a bank that could, and it's like, if we can't do it, then nobody can, because what the hell? Yeah,
it's crazy.
It's crazy. I'm glad though that I don't have to have individual, because it's a building, the part of the HOA is the homeowners insurance. But yeah, it's crazy because now in Florida, I think 1 in 3 people are just either they can't get insurance like you, where you've been dropped from 3 plans. Also, what happens when you pay a premium and then they drop you? Do you get a refund?
Yeah, they do give you a refund. It's a prorated because they did insure you for those 2 weeks that it took for them to figure out that my house was built in 1969. For some reason, they couldn't figure that out ahead of time. They want to replace the plumbing, the electrical, and the roof. They want me to replace all of that. At that point, I might as well self-insure. Yeah. Because now I've, spent all this money I don't actually have. So it's just how do people survive? I just don't get it. I mean,
we're not having kids because I'm I want to be able to have an avocado toast.
Right.
I want to have
that caught me off guard.
Stop shaming me for eating an avocado toast.
I've never even had
bootstraps.
I know, yeah. Get on up there from your bootstraps. Yeah, it is crazy.
It's true though. And then no vacation for you. You can't even afford homeowners insurance.
No.
Yeah. I said something like that to my wife the other day, literally 2 days ago. I was like, nobody's ever retiring ever again. If unless you're fabulously wealthy, there's just no more retirement. Everybody's going to work until they die.
Yeah, and then they're gonna die early because they can't afford health care.
On the job site.
Oh, yeah, they're gonna die on the
It's going to be one of those horror stories like you occasionally read about where somebody was at their cubicle for 8 days straight and people were like, what is that? What is that?
That literally happened at an Amazon factory in, I think, Oregon. Like they were just like, oh, leave him there.
Yeah, everybody back to work.
Yeah.
Pay no attention to the dead body in the middle of the warehouse.
Literally.
Crazy.
What
are you looking at, Sarge? I see your eye wandering. I'm curious.
So on Signal, I guess one of the Sons of Liberty region leadership has a Signal meeting at the same time as the live stream. So they call and my phone lights up, and I usually just ignore it, but sometimes I'll just like slide it on and just be like,
there he is on the line.
Like, why is he here? Yeah.
Y'all have to bear with me for 1 minute because I am out of drink. I'll be right back.
Okay. Wait, where were we? We were talking about Florida man for a second, and then suddenly we're on like the insurance thing. I don't know anything about Florida insurance because I don't live down there.
Yeah, it sucks. That's basically the TLDR.
Can we just do away with insurance like altogether, except for like car insurance? I get why that's a thing, but like healthcare insurance, why are they involved? Like homeowner insurance, what's the point? Like if especially in Florida, where like a hurricane's just gonna bulldoze everything every 5 to 10 years. Well, what good does insurance down there actually work?
No, they cancel people's policies when they have a claim and then they don't pay them out. So yeah, it's just a scam. And I mean, especially in states like Florida where you're gonna have hurricanes, like you need to have some way to like minimize the damage when these things happen. So you would have an incentive as a state, you would think, to, make insurance companies like do business in a way that they can actually afford to provide insurance to Floridians. I don't know.
They lobby so hard. That's why.
Yeah. And I learned, I'm sure that you heard of the that like flood in Texas that killed all those little girls at that summer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That happened right before I was supposed to fly out to Texas for a film thing that was in that same area. So I was very dialed into that.
Yeah, it was insane. And then I found out through that surprise, surprise, there are lobbies that stop maps from being updated, like flood maps and things like that, so that they can develop houses on that land without the decrease of, hey, PS, you're in a flood zone. So I don't know if that was the case in that instance, but I think that happens a lot in Florida, where you don't actually know that where you're choosing to live is dangerous because lobbyists have, stopped them from telling you that.
That should be illegal. Like,
yeah.
Between that and the other one, the NRA not allowing people to do like, public health safety things on studies on, gun deaths and things like that. And I own guns, lots of them. I'm very pro second within reason. And I'm like, no, this is fucking, there needs to be statistics on this.
Yeah.
And flood stuff.
Yeah. I also am a gun owner. I think that probably is surprising to people. But I mean, I'm not going to be the only unarmed person in Florida. That's for sure.
Right. There are more gun owners that I know on the left than gun owners that I know on the right. And I know a lot. Half my family lives in like beneath the Bible Belt. So
yeah,
that sounds nasty, but
beneath the Bible Belt. That's where Pam Bondi lives. Yeah.
Okay, sorry
Oh.
about that.
Hi, we were just talking about being below the belt. The
Pam
Bible belt.
Bondi lives below the Bible Belt.
Yeah.
Her thyroid is going to be well below the Bible belt.
Is it thyroid? Was it? Did we?
I think it's thyroid.
I think somebody
Which,
said,
you just get it taken out and then you take medication. It's not.
Yeah. I kind of want to Google it, but I don't want it to affect my algorithm.
Don't do it. It's
I don't
thyroid.
want people to think that I care about.
No.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, it'll be shopping her newsletter to you.
Yeah, my Facebook ads will actually. It's probably not a bad thing for it to change to that, because right now it's definitely not that, and I'm gonna leave it at that.
Oh gosh.
What's your
Florida's been a
drink?
while. What's that? Sorry, I
What's
missed
Big Sarge drinking?
it.
I'm drinking a Big Sarge.
Okay, so proprietary.
Is
No,
it a
so
G?
it kind of is. So like I did this thing, like I was trying to figure, like I got tired of doing political videos for a while, and I was like, hey, what do you guys want to see? Like, what other kind of content do you want to see? I could do gaming streams, whatever. And they're like, show us how to like barbecue and how to make drinks, because in my videos invariably I'm standing there with like my snowflake tear collector glass, and it could be anything ranging from water to actual booze, and then my coffee mug is this giant stein, and it's coffee, but everybody assumes that I'm just drinking at 9 a.m. when I do videos. But anyway, so they're like, show us how to make drinks and whatnot. So I'm like, making old fashions and cosmopolitans. I'm like, this is what I call the Big Sarge. Every drink was the Big Sarge. So this is actually a gin gimlet. I use Hendrick's Scottish gin, because I'm from Scotland, and lemon lime flavored tonic water.
Okay.
No, club soda. Sorry, and then that Rose's sweet whatever sugar.
Lime syrup.
Grenadine.
Yeah,
lime.
that stuff.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Lime syrup.
And then an actual lime. So that's what that is.
Sounds good,
It's
though.
my
Sounds
favorite drink.
refreshing.
It tastes really good. It's my favorite drink outside of margaritas, but I don't make margaritas at home. I like to go to taco places and get their margaritas.
My husband is like, he prides himself on his margaritas. So if you're ever in Miami, we'll have to give you a Locklin margarita, because they're super dangerous. They're really sweet and you can drink them, and then you're like, oh, when did I have 4 shots of tequila?
See,
And then I'm in the
from
pool with
Scotland.
no clothes.
I mean, I don't need booze for that. I don't need booze to have a good time. I'm from Scotland, and I'm not a small man. I have a very dense body mass. I'm also kind of on the chunkier side, so I don't get into that. Like I'll literally just drink it, and then I also have water, so I'll be nursing that down. But when I'm in the drinking mode, I'm doing it competitively, even if nobody else is competing.
I was going to tell you, I had margaritas the other night. I went and saw Trey Crowder live at the Funny Bone, and it was so good, and he was so funny. And I brought a girlfriend of mine who's not into politics at all, and she loved it. She thought it was great. So, yeah.
Did you get to say hi? Like, hey, I'm with Sons of Liberty. You should be on our live stream. Maybe?
No, I always feel so awkward, though, because people will either recognize me, ask me about Sons of Liberty, and I'm like, this is so weird that you're seeing me not on a screen on YouTube, or I'm embarrassed to like say something because I feel like I'm taking away from like other people meeting him or something. So I don't know. I just feel awkward. I'm just an awkward, on the spectrum person. And I don't know. I couldn't do it.
My next door neighbor, literally the house 100 feet over there, it actually recognized me at the grocery store the other day. I was with my wife. We're walking in. I'm just going in to buy some blueberry muffins, and some dude's like, hey, I think I'm your neighbor. And I was like, oh yeah, hey, what's up? And he's like, are you Big Sarge from Sons of Liberty? And I'm like, motherfucking what? I'm in a small podunk town. There's maybe like 7 people that live here. Not literally, but it's really small. wild.
It's crazy. I thought it was when we were in DC and like we'd walk into a room and it'd be like, Sword, big Sword. And I was like, okay, I guess some people do watch us.
Yeah, it is a couple.
It's weird.
Nobody knows me yet, so I haven't had that. But
stick with us.
Yeah.
You'll become infamous in no time.
When I was
Not so
doing
much
the
famous.
social media stuff this morning, I'm like clicking on the follow on there, and I was like, why is it? This can't be right. Your Facebook page had like less than 100 followers. I'm like, you must be brand new. And then you're like, yeah, I'm.
We launched on May 4th. And I was off Facebook before because I'm cool. And so that's like a start from scratch, you know. I didn't want to reincarnate my my Facebook that I had when I was in college and would upload like the entire album, you know, like, oh, night out, like here's 8,000 photos. Like,
and all of them, it's like alcohol, and you're like,
yeah. I didn't have eyebrows then. Eyebrows weren't a thing. Like,
it's like
I remember
you're talking to Gen X, and we're like,
I didn't have eyebrows. These are blonde. Like, these are drawn in. Like they don't show up normally.
Yeah, I remember that craze.
Yeah. I don't think I discovered eyebrows until like 2012.
They came back in. They were back in style then.
That was the era of the thigh gap where everybody wanted to have like weird cartoon legs.
Yeah.
I was
weird.
like, oh no.
I come from the Alyssa Milano eyebrows where there was barely 2 strands on there.
Oh yeah.
Thankfully mine grew back. Yeah, it was awful.
Yeah, I also was like very heavy on the all black all the way around eyeliner, you know, like
stellar for blue eyes. It's a classic.
I'm gonna mute myself so I don't say anything in a.
Don't.
What kind of eyeliner do you like to wear? No.
Yeah.
You know, I'm actually a fan of the all black. You know, like the Robert Smith look.
Same as
not the lipstick with like wild. You know, it looks like he's been crying out of his mouth. But like the all black thing is pretty wild.
Yeah.
The Joker look isn't for you, huh?
No, so I remember watching The Cure before they did all the makeup, when Robert Smith had like a buzz cut, like a flat top, in like the 70s. I was watching them much later on, but this was still before they were in their goth phase, like The Crow and whatnot. So yeah, he's still doing it too. I'm like, okay, man, whatever works for you. I don't give a shit. Just keep making music.
He's gonna come out with a cane, but still the makeup.
And you know what? It would be like a guitar cane. He would come out with his guitar cane and pull a guitar out of it.
It would be something cool.
Maybe his weird pan flute that he plays sometimes, and it would still be awesome. Those dudes are in like their 60s or 70s, and I saw I think it's the YouTube video for the song "Burn" that they did for The Cure, but it was like Glastonbury about 5 years ago, and they fucking rocked. Like their shit was tight. Like usually when you watch a band live, it's either gonna suck because they don't sound anything like they do on their studio album, and for good reason, or they nail it. There's no in between. The live performance is make or break for a band. That's why I haven't done one yet.
What are you saying, that you auto-tune all of your screaming?
Oh no, no, that's all.
That's all you.
So,
all natural, baby.
It's like the way that I did it was, it's literally just, you know, all right, so I'm gonna do the guitar track, I'm gonna do the bass, so I know where the rhythm goes, so the you know, the drums will go in, and then vocals and whatnot. So you have to have actual people in the band.
Are you saying you're the band? Is that what we're saying? You're the Dave Grohl. Yeah. You're the Phil Collins.
Yeah, the Dave Grohl, when he did the first Foo Fighters album.
And he played every single album, every single instrument.
Mm-hmm. And then he had to go hire actual musicians for that, yeah.
It was a good idea, though, if you ever wanted to play live. It'd be very hard to run from instrument to instrument.
Yeah, you get more people. Like I had them, and then they were like, this is too political. I'm like, what? how do you call yourself a punk musician? And you're like, oh, I
May I
Johnny Rotten there.
May I left turn with leftists, because I did want to ask you about, before I forget, because I know we're going to be getting closer to time now, about what is going on with immigration down where you're at. It's been a mess.
Which part? So Miami is leading the nation in ICE arrests, though they're being a lot more quiet about it. And that's large, like they're averaging like 120 arrests a day. 4 out of 5 people being arrested don't have don't have any criminal records or anything. And that's primarily, like, Miami has so much because they have the agreements with ICE, like the state police and the local police are like acting as immigration. So like a state trooper can like pull you over and arrest you for an immigration thing. So, and not all other states are doing that. I think it's like a 287G agreement or something. So that's happening. It's horrible. Alligator, I call it Alligator Auschwitz, not Alligator Alcatraz, was in my original District 26, but with the redistricting, they moved it out because it's just across the line in Collier County. They're supposed to be shutting that down, but they're getting reports that, the water they're getting is rancid. People are being, there was like emergency vehicles out there in the last couple days, like taking people out. I went out there to film part of my like launch video. The whole time we were out there, which was it's just the entrance to like a dirt road basically, and they have cops sitting at the entrance and they yell at you. But the whole time we were there, there was probably like 15 buses that came and went. So they keep saying they're shutting it down, but I think that they just keep saying that because they want people to stop paying attention to it. I don't know, but yeah, that is the immigration stuff. I'm really hoping that, because my district is predominantly Hispanic. It's a minority majority district, 70% Hispanic. And I think about 50% of the Hispanic population are Cuban Americans. And so I'm really hoping that people start to see the light and see that this administration, like, everybody who came here the right way, kind of wants other people to do it the right way. Right. But what they've been saying about, oh, like, we're only arresting rapists and murderers and this and that. Like, no, you're not. You're showing up at like high school graduations and tackling kids. Like, you're going to schools, you're going to courthouses. Like, why don't you, it's just, so I think people are finally starting to maybe see the light a little bit, that like, they don't want anybody here that's not white. That's their plan.
It's interesting to me because it happened to me here, how little people in Florida are talking about it, because I think I told the story on one of the lives that I went to go buy a used appliance, right? And at the time we were going to Plant City, which is like our, where all the strawberry growers are.
Yeah.
So we thought, well, we'll stop by a farmer's market, do a couple other things while we're out that way. And we were driving back and I was coming down I-4, the best worst parts of it are between Tampa and Orlando, right? And that's what I'm driving on. And as I'm driving down the interstate, the sheriff's deputies have shut down just one side of the interstate going into Plant City. They're pulling people out of their cars. They have diverted traffic completely off I-4. And I'm driving in the opposite direction, so I don't obviously get stopped. But as I'm driving, this is happening. And it upset me so bad, I literally pulled the car over and I threw up. I was just the anxiety of it all. While I was over there, I was watching people that we normally will go and buy our appliances. It's just an open lot, and they have secondhand appliances, all. And they had all this, construction fabric up because they didn't want anybody to be able to see in and see that this properties run by a Hispanic family.
Yeah.
Obviously, they're hiding behind the counters at the convenience stores, even though they're working there. They're, you can see them on edge and just watching every little thing. And it was just the most upsetting thing to me. And I can't imagine, right, being them and feeling that way all the time. But then I go to work and nobody's talking about it.
Yeah.
You drive down the interstate and it's Border Patrol, Florida Highway, Border Patrol, Florida Highway, going all the way down the center of the interstate. They're just parked, one right after the next. And people are coming and living their lives like it's not happening. It doesn't exist. Florida's not talking about it. No one here is really talking about it. It's crazy to me.
Yeah. And that was like part of, I was shocked because everybody's like, oh, Miami's purple, whatever. And after Renee Good was murdered, I was like, there's definitely going to be there's going to be protests in front of ICE. And it was just me screaming by myself. And I was like, okay, I guess I need to do more. But yeah, it's wild. And my husband is Black and he's like, he feels a level of sympathy to me because he's like, now you know what it's like to live in America.
Now you're really getting to see it.
Now you really get to see. And it is like,
glasses, not anymore.
Yeah. Because at first he was like, you need to calm down. Not in a page, but like, okay, Nicole, it's not going to be that bad. It's not going to be that bad. It's not going to be that bad. And now he's like leading the charge. He's like, this shit, we got to stop it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because we've eclipsed where.
I just want to point out, and you don't have to, but if you were to, or he, or both were to join, the Discord server and get vetted for Signal after 30 days, you would have people to show up to protest with you. I guarantee it. We have a lot of people in Florida.
Yeah. Yeah. I was, I had my little sign and I was screaming like, fuck Trump, fuck our pedophile president. ICE is murdering U.S. citizens in the street. People were taking pictures. There's probably videos of me because I was like getting very pissed that people were just sitting there eating their lunch. Like, what is this crazy bitch doing? I'm like, they're murdering people.
Like, hello, wake up.
And I feel young at heart. I'm 38. I it really, Renee Good could have been me. Not that it has to affect me. We're the same age, I'm sticking my nose where, I'm like, what are you doing here? Why are
where they think it doesn't belong. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But it's actually exactly where it belongs, which is defending the rights that we all have, which is, yeah.
Renee Good's murder was a wake-up call for a lot of white people. Suddenly they realized it wasn't just people of color. It was the fact that it happened publicly.
Oh yeah.
Was what amplified it. Suddenly people are like, oh my God. It's one thing to hear about it. Oh man, I saw that story. I'm mad. Versus actually seeing it, seeing somebody's life snuffed out it's fucking wild.
What's crazy though is so my mom is lost cause to MAGA.
I'm so sorry.
I'm sure she'll wake up sometime, but I don't know. But I have, my friend in LA, she's saying the same thing as you, Jen. I'm going to work and people are getting snatched off the street and nobody's talking about it. She's an Asian American, but her parents are immigrants. They're MAGA. And they were she tried to run him over with the car. And they're convinced that the Trump administration story is legitimate. And my friend is look, watch. And they're like, yeah,
right.
it's, and they'll watch it and they still believe what they believe. It is
doesn't matter what their eyes tell them.
Yeah. Just next level brainwashing.
I do feel for you. My husband is unfortunately MAGA.
Your husband is MAGA? Oh my God.
When I tell you his
conversation,
it has been a very tough, and he wasn't like this before. He was, a Boy Scout. There was no Trump before when we first got together. So this has been very, very difficult.
Does he watch?
Does he watch this? No, this is his pool night. So
okay. Does he know you do this?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Didn't you buy him a shirt?
Are you safe?
Molly, you in danger, girl. I know. It's crazy. It really is crazy. And every single day is more and more of a struggle. It's very tough. It's very tough. And it's not that I don't love him, but he makes it very, very difficult. You know, he makes it really difficult. And in fact, you say that, Griffin, I hear you that you'd be divorced. I get it. But also, you know, I'm 50, he's 70. So now I'm supposed to just leave him at 70 years old? I guess, yeah. But listen, but I also, there's always a part of me, the eternal optimistic person, thinking that one day he is going to wake up and he is going to say, oh God, I've been such a fool, you know?
Yeah, I have that hope too. And like, the thing is, my mom is not even political, which is what boils my blood about the whole situation, because she would send me a text. Hey, is this spam? Yes, Mom, it's spam. It's a text claiming to be AT&T, but it's from like Young Ho at like, you know, like read it. Like it's not from AT&T. And when I try to
NigerianPrince.org.
Yeah, and when I try to tell her about what is happening, she's like convinced that she knows better. I'm like, okay, well.
It's very sad. And you know, the addiction is to the anger, to the, you know, fake outrage. I mean, now that he's retired, you know, Fox News all the time, 24 hours a day.
Yeah. And I do think that that's part of it, like the anger, because my dad died. He's a pilot. My dad died in a plane crash when he was in 2018. He was only 57. He's a crop duster.
Oh gosh.
And my parents were like, you know, I grew up in the middle of nowhere, Oklahoma, but had like what I would consider a great childhood where, like, you know, growing up, it was constantly like discovering that certain things happen to people, because that just wasn't my experience, you know? And like, my parents were best friends. They had a small business. They, you know, ran this family business. Both my brothers were pilots in the family business, crop dusting. So my dad dies in 2018. Their plan, as, you know, Americans who own their own business, is like to continue working basically so that they could have retirement. And then, you know, she was 57 at the time and kind of getting to the point where they were going to start like living their life, you know, and she's mad that she's experiencing that. And then my brother died in 2023. And I think like between the time my dad died and my brother died, we got, you know, we were really close and we were all there for each other. And everybody was like, oh, it's so heartwarming to see people like be there for each other in these moments. And I still really want to like have that closeness and connection with her. But I can't speak to her without getting in a screaming match. And I think that she just wants to cling to something that gives her a target for her pain, which is, you know, and it's like kind of transmuted into rage or anger.
Yeah, I think people don't talk about that too, how sometimes when you get hit after hit, you can go in a very dark and shitty place, right?
Yeah,
and not be able to, you know, pull yourself out of it in a better way. And I feel like that too. You know, it's funny when he worked many, many years for the county commission, and, you know, that was very normal and kind of whatever. But when he went to go work in Tally, all of a sudden I remember that first year was just hell, because it was like he suddenly realized, oh, it's just paying for privilege. That's all this is. It's just corruption. And that's all he saw when he went to Tallahassee. And I remember him being so devastated by it all. And he didn't even talk to me about it. And then to come out of that and start to realize, oh, well, this, you know, is not what I thought it was. It's not about a bunch of Boy Scouts getting together, making the world better. Right. Yeah. But it took all that time and going, you know, to the Capitol to see that. And then now he's retired, so he's not in it anymore, but now he's stuck on Fox News. So it's like, you know, it made it so much worse than it was before, so much worse. But before Trump, you know, he's a really great guy. Sad, you know. Yeah. Anyway, we'll have to do an episode on it one day, Sarge.
Yeah, on like family members we've lost. Because I mean, I also have like several friends that are dealing with like the same thing with family members, where it's just like at this point, if I were to apologize or, mend fences, it would be a lot. Like it would be a lie right now. So I feel like she needs to have some repercussions from her actions. And, I hoped that like not talking to me would be enough, but apparently not.
Apparently not. Apparently not.
Yeah.
No, and it's a pride thing, like the addiction to your own pride, to not be able to stand back and say, I was wrong.
Yeah. And it's like the least satisfying I told you so. Oh my God. Like I don't want to be right.
Right. I don't want to be either. I would love to just pull back the curtain and I'm wrong about it all, and then everything's going to turn out great. But nope, that's not happening.
Yeah. And with the Epstein files, everything that we thought was batshit crazy before, turns out it's not. Turns out it's
true, but it's them doing it. It's not even us. We aren't even the cabal.
Yeah. I'm like, just
notice how it stopped being an issue.
That is true. That is true. I mean, I would,
Dan Bongino was a conspiracy theorist. That was his big thing, was the Epstein files. And he swore up and down that if he ever got into power, he was going to make sure that it saw the light of day. And then his wish came true, and he saw what it was. And he was like, these are our people. What are we supposed to do? And he got into fights. Like just last week, it came out in the news that he got into a physical altercation with people. So, that was why he stepped down, because he was disappointed in the fact that the Epstein files were not a conspiracy theory, but they were very real, but not in the way that he wanted them to be. So he took off. He's no longer in the administration, but he is still licking boots.
Yeah.
I saw his threads today, and he's like talking about how great Trump is. And I'm like, dude,
I love watching their stats just plummet. Like nobody's paying attention to you anymore.
Yes.
Like,
yeah,
go talk to nobody. Go for it.
They're all losing followers. And that's the thing is, so the fucking UFC drone terror plot that literally just hit the news like last night and this morning. I read the thing. I hadn't even read an article yet. I just saw, somebody's infographic about it. And it just said these signal users, and automatically I'm like, okay, this is going to be highly politicized. And it said they were talking about they wanted to strike a blow against billionaire oligarchs, and there were some other jingoistic buzzwords that they used. And on the surface, like immediately my heart was like, oh fuck, this is it. This is where the left has finally gone nuts. And then I read the article and I'm like, it's fucking former MAGA. These are people who are pissed off at everything that's going on. And now they're doing a thing that rhymes with the Lord's work, but I can't say that. So, they're doing the Lord. They're basically doing what, they're obviously right-wingers are going to do the violent shit. But at first I was like, no, this has got to be the left. So we have like a panic within Sons of Liberty. We're like, oh fuck, we got to lock everything down and make sure that nobody's Fed posting and make sure this isn't any of us. Sure enough, it's fucking right-wingers. I'm like, these people are mad enough to actually spend money buying drones to do a thing, instead of, the traditional ram my car into a crowd or shoot people up. I mean, they had those plans too, but they were like very serious about it. I still have no idea how they got busted, but the right wing is going to be the fucking downfall of this. Like they're all going to fade away and go back to, the woodwork or whatever.
But until
we
then,
have to have a plan.
The infighting is delicious.
Oh
delicious.
Yeah, definitely. I'm not sure what's going to do it. A blue wave supermajority or the fucking right wing cannibalizing itself and finally deciding I've had enough of the pedophiles and the billionaires and I need some fucking health insurance and also stop diddling my sister. So,
Hey,
One of those things. It's going to be one of those things.
Maybe both. Maybe both.
yeah, maybe all of
Maybe
the
both.
above.
But the
All of
thing
the above.
is like you were saying, you know, they're addicted to this hate. And what I was going to respond to that is also it's the feeling of their own correctness and that everybody else is wrong, including all those people that we love and know who are on the left. It's just so sad that they're so hateful. And it's like, do you even fucking hear yourself with that cognitive dissonance? So I still don't trust anybody on that side of the aisle that decides they want to come over here and like do fuck shit. I'm like, nope, you go do fuck shit on your own.
Oh yeah.
And
That's
watch
nothing
out
to
for
do
the
with
FBI, man.
The
I'm not gonna
people-
narc on you, but
the people that are coming, like Marjorie Taylor Greene, Tucker Carlson, like,
oh god,
sure, whatever, you woke up, but like you didn't, like, you knowingly, you knew and
Made this
you're on
happen.
record, and
Yeah.
so you can come to our side, glad you're here, but get all the way to the back and shut up. Like, we don't, you can row at the very back, like, you're not leading, you're not
you can carry the water for the people that are doing the rowing.
exactly.
You can act as anchor for all I care. Just
Sam
saying.
Bonnie's job.
That's right. Her stupid thyroid. Oh God,
Pam
I need to
Bondi's
stop.
cancer.
I need to stop. I'm gonna get in trouble.
I mean, it's obviously her karma. You're not doing anything.
It's true. That's true. Yeah, it wasn't me. Oh Jesus.
I was curious, what are your thoughts on the Charlie Kirk assassination? It's obviously bullshit, right?
I mean,
I ended up watching a few right-wing like commentators because they were doing, like, military guys doing
yeah.
um
I did one of those, but I'm not right wing. But yeah,
yeah.
well,
And
the angle you see, and
yeah, and I'm just like, okay, like, that's not a bullet from a 30-06. Like,
none of the. I've watched some of those too, and I've watched some who claim to be apolitical, but you look at their content, and you're like, no,
no, not even.
no, I know who you voted for, you motherfucker. Anyway, none of them could sell it. Like, that was part of my job in the military, was designated marksmanship. I know how to shoot. I know how to shoot with optics. I know, windage, elevation, range, things moving around, and there was something off about that shit from the get-go. And the fact that it's now come out that the prosecution is badly failing and there are things going on that the defense is basically just being like, yeah, we're just going to object basically because we want to object. And the prosecution can't even, like, there was some big piece of evidence that just hit the news cycle last week that had all of the right-wingers up in a fucking uproar about it. And I'm like, I don't even care what that guy's motivations are. I don't even care if he actually did it. I'm pretty sure he probably did, but also, this is the administration that fakes assassination attempts. And that guy, Charlie Kirk, was an Epstein conspiracy theorist. And he got told to shut the hell up about it. And he was like, And then he started talking shit about Israel. And guess who one of Trump's masters is?
mm-hmm. Yep.
The Israeli government. So, and I hate being the conspiracy theorist, because I was the guy that mocked them
We
so
were pointing and
thoroughly and
laughing.
religiously.
Yeah.
Yes. We're like, oh my God, can
We
you
were
believe
pointing
this
and laughing.
stupid shit, and debunking all of it. And now I'm like,
It really makes
we're
me
in
angry
the
that I have
upside
to be
down
a
right
person.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
I mean,
So
they paved over the cement like the next day, literally the next day. That's insane. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things. I heard that Charlie Kirk brought in a forensic accountant to figure out where all of Turning Point's money was coming from, and that coincided with the conversation with Israel.
It's a grift.
Wow. Yeah.
I just read an article from somebody who's has also done some forensic accounting work, and they're basically saying that most of those chapters that they have
Not real.
registered they're
Yeah.
not real. It's registered to like one person, and everything else about it is fake. So they're
Yeah.
basically pretending that they have all of these different groups and whatnot, but they really don't. Unless you count like one person as a group.
Yeah.
And they're basically a placeholder. So yeah. It's just the whole thing is there's so many weird coincidences about it, you know, and Erica Kirk going on the fucking news cycle right after that. Like, bitch, your husband is dead.
Yeah.
And you have kids. Why are you not at home? Like, you obviously that organization is making a ton of money just by saying assassination and Charlie Kirk and look at the left laughing at us. That in and of itself, all you have to do is literally just talk about that once a week and you'll get thousands and thousands of dollars. So she could still support herself. And then to go in front of the entire world, in front of the cameras, and embrace JD Vance in such a way, like
that moment, I was like, Usha better watch her back. Like,
no joke. I thought for sure the other hand was grabbing a butt cheek. I mean, like,
I have kissed a woman before one time in my life, and there's a very specific way, you know, that you
just
don't,
the one time.
Yeah, unless you mean something. There's no room for Jesus between the two of you, and you are holding them in a passionate embrace in a very specific manner. Hi, love you. We're talking about.
My husband does the Keanu Reeves, like, hands out, like, not touching you.
You mean the got this side hug? Yeah.
The like, my hand is out here. See, I'm not touching.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. No, that just the way that there was some shit is going on there, and
well, yeah, and if you dig a little deeper into it, Erica Kirk has been banned from Romania for being involved in a charity that was trafficking kids through a military base, and she was Miss Arizona, like in Trump's pageant, and she's also in like an 11-year-old CIA training video. Her parents are like CIA.
Why is it all connected? Like, I mean, like, I don't want it to be. It just is.
Yeah,
it just is.
And then all the MAGA people are finally right about something, and then they're just like, oh, wait, no. Oh, now you guys care about it. Now you care about because before
this is a nothing burger.
We thought you were insane, and now turns out you're actually right about something one time. So
it's like MAGA sees it, and then they're like, so anyway.
Yeah, they're like, oh, now you want to care? What about under Biden? I'm like, yeah, what about under Biden? Like, literally, what about it? Why was this not like? We should look into it.
Bro, we're 2 years deep. Okay, you are past the point.
Exactly.
Okay? The statute of Biden stuff is gone. Okay, you can no longer invoke Biden or Obama in anything. You now have to explain what your boy is doing. And not doing without bringing Biden into anything. But no, it's wild. By the way, what is with all of her Mr. T rings? Why does she have 30 rings on each finger, Erica Kirk? It's very weird.
Oh,
it's one for every time she tells a woman to stay home.
Trad wife.
A trad wife, but I'm going to go do a WWE funeral for my husband. Did you see that they put his blood spattered microphone on display in like
I did hear about that. I hadn't seen it, but I heard.
So freaking weird. Like the most upsetting part of all of this shit is how big of a loser all these people are. They're just fucking losers. Like, oh my God.
Yeah, she could have gone home and been a trad wife and still lived a very comfortable life.
Yeah,
but
like
that's not what this is about. This is about the grift and the thrill of the grift.
Yeah. And I think somebody in the comments mentioned she like had a GoFundMe, even though she like got $10 million from Charlie Kirk, and like.
But those dum-dums will keep giving them money.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Do you guys ever watch The Good Liars, where they like interview people and they'll be like, yeah, we need American goods. Y'all need to buy American. And then they take the Trump hat off the guy's head and they go, where was this made? He's
Like,
like,
China
well,
is a part of America, actually.
I feel like we need to do like a false flag grift.
I feel like we should too. I feel like we should do it, and then we should like give the money to like food pantries or something, like
Oh,
just to
well,
make a point.
I gotta pay rent.
It would be the Sons of Liberty grift. But you know what I'm saying? Like just to offset some of the crazy financial shit that's going on these days.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like, there was a part of me when people were getting like, I mean, everybody gets scammed on Truth Social, and I'm like, business plan.
I mean, truly.
Yeah.
It blows my mind. I mean, listen, I have sold a MAGA DD 214 Sons of Liberty shirt before, and that MAGA person happens to be my husband. I was like, isn't this a great shirt? Yeah, I love that shirt. You should give me that. I'm like, okay, you got it.
I can't
Now
remember.
he owns a Sons of Liberty shirt.
Oh my gosh, that is hilarious. I can't remember who it was. Like, it's some I've only seen them one time, but they're siblings and their parents are MAGA, and like as a way to
yeah, they had him on
Tom Piker on.
Yes,
And
yes.
his parents are like obsessed
Love
with Tom Piker. Like,
They have no idea. They're like, oh, he's such a nice boy.
yeah, and
We're all like, but you're a MAGA. We don't
Yeah.
understand. It does not compute.
and they're like, oh, let us know if they're giving you any trouble. We'll roll out for you. Like, yeah.
That's one of our most important progressives. Thanks.
Yeah. Wild times we're living in, man.
Unbelievable. But it just goes to show you how fucking stupid they are.
Literally. So they're like the people that never, no shade to people who didn't have friends, because I think a lot of really cool people didn't have friends growing up because little kids are dicks, but like not all of them, but
Some.
they're mean when they're little.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, all these people are just like so disastrously lame. Like, I hate everything about you. Like, there's no redeeming qualities.
Yeah, and I've been wondering lately, is it a matter of, especially his generation, because I guess technically he would be a boomer.
Trump?
No, I'm talking about my husband. I'm thinking like their group of people, right? It's like boomer era white people have never had to be accountable, have never had to be responsible, have never had to say, oh, that was me. I did something wrong. I did something bad. I don't think that it's even in their brains to be able to say, oh, I made a wrong choice by supporting Trump, or any of those. Like, I don't know. It just feels very, I don't want to say boomery. White privilege, maybe, is the word I'm looking for. I don't know. But it just feels very, that's why they're dumb.
And it's also like their worldview is informed by like what they think a scenario should be. So like anything with like abortion, oh, you shouldn't have been having sex. Like, well, okay, like that's
like that ever worked.
Like, or oh, you should get a job. Well, I have cancer and I'm getting a treatment and I can't work. Like,
Right.
they don't open their minds even a little bit for any possibility other than like what exactly should be. And it's just, it's bizarre. Like, I don't understand. Like, and I also don't understand the mentality of like, oh, it was hard for me, so why shouldn't it be hard for you?
But it really wasn't that hard for them.
Yeah, it's like,
and they don't get it. They
you
don't
bought a house with lunch money, bro. Like, it's not that hard. Like,
Yeah,
That's true. I saved up for that on my paper route.
yeah, like if I had to go back to
4-bedroom.
1970, I would save my $5 and I would put it into a house, and then I would
Right.
like belittle millennials for eating avocado toast
Mhm.
because millennials ruined everything apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man. But, we'll
never
also be
eaten
the thing that
avocado
saves
toast.
us.
You've never had an avocado? Oh my god, I feel
I
very.
did have
Are you okay?
have a really
please.
good burger a couple of weeks ago that had a slice of avocado on it, and I was like, okay, all right.
I don't think you need
I
to
just-
mix them. Like, I mean, I definitely think avocado on a burger, but like, you just gotta get some really good tomatoes, a lot of salt.
Mhm. Some feta cheese. Sometimes I like goat cheese.
I like some cream cheese under there sometimes. Yeah.
This conversation's gone very Caucasian.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Not avocado toast. Speaking of it,
tell us
God.
about your top 4 campaign priorities, not including avocado toast.
Yes.
Yes.
Leave the avocados out of it.
Yeah, I will leave the avocados out of it. Was that a serious question? I will answer it.
Yes, go for it.
Yeah.
Might as
Okay.
well.
Yeah, I mean,
We are here to talk about your campaigns.
I know.
Yeah, I guess.
Gone off on a few tangents. Sorry about that.
No, I mean, this is much better. I hope people see that I'm a human, that I'm real, like I'm not bought and paid for by corporate, you know. I actually want to help people, but we've set up our platform as affordability and accountability, and you know, sadly, we're slipping from affordability to survivability. So healthcare becomes more and more important as the days go by, but so does, you know, being able to afford gas. And we're getting to a point where people are like doing the math of how much is it going to cost me to drive to work versus how much am I making when I go? Like, should I just not go to work and save gas money? Like that's like legitimate conversations that people are having. And so yeah, it's not complicated really. My platform is tax the motherfucking billionaires and pay for nice shit like that we all want. Better colleges, better, you know, childcare, schools. Like, hey, I think teachers should make over $80,000. Like, I don't know. That's not even, I mean, honestly, like 2 teachers can't even raise a kid on that. So like, that's not enough, you know? Like,
yeah.
And oh my gosh, Elon Musk can spend $220 million and buy an election. And that is not even 0.1% of his net worth. So like, they have enough, they can afford it. They are the root cause of all of our problems. Like we can't have universal health care because big pharma and big medicine and big insurance, like they're paying the lobbies hundreds of millions of dollars a year, probably billions, you know, and like the healthcare companies are raking in record profits off of our illnesses, off of us being sick. It's just like, we need to take a step back and be like, you know, there are some things that really need to be fixed and we really need to take a different approach. And we need to be real about like what our priorities are. I do not want to spend $30 billion blowing up little schoolgirls in Iran when people here are dying because they can't go to the doctor. Like it's insane actually. So yeah. I think if you have $999 million, you get a certificate that says you won capitalism and like, you don't get more after that. Like, congratulations, you got to win. There's no more money. Like
Honorable mention.
Yeah. Like that's it. What do you need $1 trillion for? That's more than the GDP of like 160 countries.
What are you going to do with it? And why isn't your inspiration to help people with it?
Yeah. Every day they could wake up and end world hunger and they choose not to. And that's how I know these people are horrible. Like they're just horrible people. Because if I had that much money, I wouldn't have that much money because I would be giving it away everywhere I went.
Right.
Like, because you physically cannot spend it. And I mean, that's part of the other problem is like, they're literally hoarding wealth. They're taking it out of circulation. They're not even using it. They're just using it to sit in an account and make money off of it. And so we're literally deprived of even having that dollar in circulation because some billionaire has claimed it. It's yeah. Tax the billionaires, pay for nice things for Americans.
And also,
it doesn't even have to be nice things, just some okay things. World's okayest.
You know, we
universal
can set the sights higher. I would love a rail system. You know, I would love. I would love some.
Wow, it'd be so nice to live in Florida and not have to have a car, but that is not reality. That is not reality.
In where I'm from in Oklahoma, like there's literally not even sidewalks. Like they're like, you want to walk, like go fuck yourself.
Good luck with that.
Yeah,
Hopefully
like
don't get taken out.
there's no like crosswalks. You just have to like sprint across 6 lanes.
It's a
They're like,
scary thought.
"No."
Oh, Jesus. It's too funny.
Yeah, so that's pretty much it. I mean, it's and you know, everybody wants to act like it's so complicated. It's not. Like when you're not bought by somebody, it's very easy to solve the problem. Look at Mom Donnie. He's like he's fixed it. I don't know.
It's incredible, isn't it? It's incredible to see. And it
Yeah.
just goes to prove what we're all out here screaming our faces off about, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it can be
Yeah.
fixed.
Yeah, my 2028 platform for president, just kidding, will be the revitalization of the American rail.
Make it drastic now.
Like, let's do it. I want to be able to get across this country on a high-speed rail in 9 hours. Like, we can do it.
Let's do
We
it.
had somebody on who was running for office. I don't think they made it past their primary, but they proposed basically you could do high-speed rail on top of all of the interstate systems that we have, because that property already belongs to the federal government. So
Yeah.
you don't have to worry about all of the zoning
True.
issues and you know, everybody getting their cut of it, the various counties and states. But also you could put solar panels on top of all of that and have, you know, enough power for the whole country. So
And you can put stops in the middle of nowhere so that like people can actually, you know, one of the things that I used to go to London for work all the time, and I have coworkers that live like a 40-minute train ride outside of the city. And I'm like, oh, so you like live in the suburbs? And he's like, no, I live in a small town of like 300 people. We have ducks and, you know, we have a chicken coop. And I'm like, how long is your commute? He's like, oh, a 10-minute walk to the train, and then it's 30 minutes and then I'm there.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Like, you know, affordability becomes a different conversation because you can, I can live an hour away and get there in 20 minutes because there's a high-speed train and I don't have to deal with traffic and all this stuff. So, yeah, I mean,
you can be productive. You can be productive on your way to work,
Exactly.
already working because you're on the train.
Yeah. And then you can run, you know, like the interstates run through all these small towns, like they could revitalize because you're not being skipped over with the airplanes. And you know what? I don't know how much I would trust Boeing anymore.
Yeah.
I don't want to be in the air that much anymore. Yeah.
Blood miles.
Yeah. But my campaign manager / husband would kill me if I didn't remind people that they could go to Locklin for Congress, LOCKLIN for Congress.com. And my Act Blue link is there as well. It's down there. Oh yeah, it's there. And we are, I'm sure that everybody's heard it. The June 30th fundraising deadline. We're trying to get as much raised as possible so we can like earmark it for our lease for our campaign headquarters, which I don't know if I mentioned, but we're going to incorporate mutual aid as part of our campaign. Hopefully going to partner with Kat Abigazela, be like a Kapow candidate.
Love Kat.
Because also like the real thing is if Iran does not resolve, which this is going to get so much worse and people are really going to need help. And so that's why we're, you know, we want to be helpful to the community anyway, but like, I think it's going to be necessary. Like we're already, you know, when we're driving around, we're already seeing like really long lines outside of like food pantries and, you know, things like that. And it's, so yeah, we're trying to get an office, get the lease and, you know, do some good in addition to kicking Mario Diaz-Balart's ass.
I'm ready to see it. I'm ready for it to happen.
Yeah.
It's exciting. It's exciting.
Have you reached out to Kat already?
Yeah. We actually we were supposed to meet the day that her case got dropped. So we rescheduled. So it was a good news day for her.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what about Palestine? I do not support the genocide in Palestine. I do not think that we should be giving money to kill innocent people. That's pretty much it.
It's sad when you have to actually get somebody to clarify that stance. It's like, you know, most of us are decent people that understand that this is wrong.
Yeah. And I've live stream watched it, so you can't tell me what it is. Like,
Right. You can't tell me otherwise than what's really happening.
yeah. And also, like, did you read the 60-page report by the UN in September of 2025 that categorically concluded that it is in fact a genocide? Like,
Yeah.
So yeah, we should be spending our money improving Americans' lives, not killing people.
Quite literally executing children.
Quite literally, yeah.
It's devastating. Crazy. My computer's making strange noises. I don't know what's happening. Okay.
Well, it is 9 o'clock on the East Coast, and we've been at this for just a wee ball here over 2 hours. So I feel like this is a good place to go ahead and let your computer have a break anyway. So
All right.
as much fun as we're all having, or at least I am.
It was a good laugh, you guys. Thanks.
Oh, the kitty.
Mikey! Mikey's here. Hi, buddy.
Proof of life. Mikey is alive.
Mikey's alive.
We'll
He
need, to,
doesn't like
we'll
I-
need to keep checking on Jen. This is Lola.
Hi, Lola.
Not Lola.
Oh, my God.
Lola was my 17-year-old puppy that passed. This is
Oh.
Luna. And this is Loca.
Oh, my God. You have a wee baby puppy. Hi.
Yeah, we
Bro,
got-
are you flexing as you are you like intentionally flexing, or are you just naturally ripped?
He's
say hi, babe.
dang. Dang. Hi. Oh, he's so
Nice
handsome.
shirt.
Good for you.
Oh yeah, I used to work at Grammarly.
Yeah.
And I think it's
We
Pride
liked
Month,
it.
isn't
It is
yeah,
Pride
it's
Month.
Pride Month.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Happy Pride, y'all.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Talk about a wild time. He worked at Grammarly, which is a Ukrainian company, when the Russian war started. And so, like, he's a software engineer manager, and like part of his job for like 3 months was relocating people who were being bombed. It's crazy.
Yeah, so I am the daughter of Ukrainian immigrants. There's my buddy.
Oh, you don't have him with you?
I do, but he's disabled, so
Oh.
he's on the sofa in the other room and a little hard to move at 70 pounds. So
Yeah,
there he
yeah.
is, my
Aw.
little buddy. So anyway, I just thought I had to throw that in there. You know, I
Yeah.
can't deny such a handsome face. You know what
I
I'm
know.
saying?
I know. Yeah. Oh, now they're in here. Okay.
It's on now, Mom. We want your attention. We saw you.
Yeah, anytime. I would love to come back. This is fun. Next time I'll know that it's appropriate to drink while we're
Drink and cuss. Lots of cussing.
Yeah.
It's
I
a
like
requirement.
I like a dirty gin martini.
Very nice.
Yeah.
That's a good choice. I'm a vodka.
Vodka.
I'm a vodka martini. Dirty vodka.
Vodka reminds me of college.
Oh yeah. See, that's how I feel about Southern Comfort.
Oh,
And
yeah.
also, like, I don't drink beer. I'm not a beer drinker. I don't like the
Yeah.
flavor, anything about it. So
you don't like
I'm,
drinking your meals.
no. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
No, I don't like burping. I don't like all the carbonation. It doesn't do anything for me.
Yeah. I did not like alcohol when I was in college, but it was a necessary to like
Yeah, it's true.
surviving.
Social lubricant,
Yeah.
as they say.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys so much for having me. This was awesome. I would love to come
Thanks
back.
for coming
I
on.
want to be a part of this.
Absolutely.
I want to be a part of this secret group.
You're part of the fam now. It's on.
It's not really a secret group. It's so we have
We have 9
two levels.
social media sites.
Yeah.
There's a Discord server which is really good for building communities, and the Discord server is basically the gateway, the entry. And then because it's essentially public. It's not, but it's not really hard to get in. You literally just click the Scottish flag and you're good to go.
Okay.
And then once you're there, just spend about 30 days, making a couple posts here and there, various channels, get your Southeast region set up, say hi to people in Florida, give the community a chance to get to know you and, prove that you're not a bot and vice versa, get to know them, etc. And then you just say, hey, I've been here 30 days. I want to get vetted for Signal. Actually, because you're a candidate, we could bypass that because I'll vouch for you. So we could just skip that part. But Signal is the next level. And once you get vetted for Signal and you're in the Signal spaces, that's where we do the activism stuff, because we don't want to just be on Discord being like, yeah, we're all going to meet on 5th Avenue, 7th Street, whatever. And
I was
a bunch
texting
of
with
like
myself when I went and protested.
a bunch of magazines.
Not to say
show
that
up
we
and I'm
haven't done that
saw her."
before, but
Yeah.
back in the old days.
Yeah. But I think, definitely like building a community of people who are ready to take action. My husband's like, we're either going to fight at the ballot box or in the streets. I'm like,
Both.
Either's good.
Both. Yeah.
either's good.
I'm convinced that both is where we're going to end up anyway. So there you go.
Probably. I
No
mean,
doubt.
I'm definitely feeling very interested in learning how to like. I want to take some like kickboxing classes or something.
Heck yeah, some way.
Yeah, something. I need
Plus,
to,
it'll help me blow off steam, so that's not a bad thing,
Yeah. Sitting in my car listening to heavy metal while I scream. It doesn't.
Yeah. It does a little bit. I'm not going to say it does nothing, but
Okay.
Yeah.
Top 3 bands. Top 3 metal bands.
Oh, I'm like
This is
so.
not one of those nerd credential checks either. I'm just curious.
Okay,
Curious.
so I somebody told me that I couldn't run a marathon, and then I was like, fuck you, I can. And so then I did, and it did not go well. I tore my meniscus. I finished, but I was basically just like doing it out of spite, which is not the best way to train for a marathon. But I would listen to Let's Start a Riot on repeat, or Let the Bodies Hit the Floor, or so I can't say that I'm like super well versed in heavy metal, but I will say that I have from 2012, my heavy metal Spotify playlist is just 3 clown faces. And it's like, did I make this happen? Like, just like, Let's Start a Riot.
all the things.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna have to share my playlist with you, so we'll improve your metal game there. Those are okay.
We've got a couple of Saul playlists too that are pretty good.
Oh yeah, some.
I'm really loving the new like anti-Trump music. Like it's
good. It's really good.
Yeah.
We were impressed by you, Sarge. You did it. Your anti-Trump music. What?
Oh,
didn't you play every instrument?
Yeah.
That band of yours that consists of one person.
I mean, it was, a couple of people, and they were like, might be a little more than I'm willing to. Like, I don't think I agree with all of this. I'm like, oh, what the fuck? Anyway.
You're like,
all right, guys.
Then bye.
All right.
Well,
I'm gonna go ahead and call it.
Are we gonna do
That's
it?
gonna be our live stream for tonight. Everybody that tuned in, thank you, Nicole Locklin. I don't know where the fuck that came from. Look,
the Irish in you probably wanted to do like LAUGHLIN.
Most people do, don't they?
Yeah. Like it's the most basic version, Locklin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
we like it.
Yeah,
it's Scottish, but geographically they're kind of like the kids in a trailer park next lot over. So
yeah.
Nicole Locklin, Florida District 26
for U.S.
who's
Congress.
definitely coming back.
Yep.
And we're going to try to get her on to, into the Family of Liberty so she can be. I also sent you an email. I CC'd you. I'm trying to get you into the Courage Caucus. And I guess they just replied. So maybe
Fam, Nicole is now Fam. Y'all have to go hit up her socials, make some noise.
Absolutely.
See if you can get iHip News tagged a bunch of times on some of her stuff. It wouldn't hurt anything. I mean,
We also
Worst
love
thing they can
secular
say is
talk.
no.
Do you like Secular Talk? Kyle Kalinske?
I don't think that I've
Oh,
seen
you
them
should
before.
check him out.
Oh, okay. I've got something new to
I
see.
love. He said something 2 days ago. He's like, "This makes me want to put my balls in a waffle iron." You're dying. You're like, he is so
I
funny.
like him already.
I love to crash out. Like he crashes out like with he's like, "Oh, I am him. We are me."
The poetry of it all.
Yeah,
Chef's
he's
kiss.
great.
Are you 2 claps and a Rick and an out, Sarge?
Yeah.
Should we
Yeah.
do it? My timing
You
is
want-
terrible.
Do you want Nicole to do it?
Oh, Nicole can do it. Does she know how to do it? You do it.
I have no
you
idea.
Show her.
Yeah, you do it.
You show her.
All right. That's our show for tonight. Everybody, thank you for tuning in. We have more live streams every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern, with fantabulous guests. Most of them are all political candidates that are down to impeach and also don't take IPAC money. So they are not shitlords. You want to change the Democratic Party? Get your ass in the fucking primaries and vote, because you don't get rid of fascism by not fucking turning out. Actually, you don't get rid of fascism by voting, but we're trying to make it work so it doesn't come to that. So
Yep.
that's our stream for tonight. Nicole Locklin and Admin Jen. 2 claps and a Rick. Woo! And stream.